It's great to see you back here. Today we're talking about part 9Y. I think it's 9Y already. Page 39, it's Ted Greene's Chord Chemistry. If you do not have the book yet, you can get it right here and follow along at your leisure. Link in the card above, link in the description. Go ahead and grab it. It's you will not be disappointed. I actually can't guarantee that, but my assumption is that since this is such a famous book, that you will not be disappointed. It may seem overwhelming, but that's why I'm here, going through, guiding us through this. So without further ado, let's dive into the dominant 7-flat-5 chords, which is the flat 7 and the flat 5. Well, starting with position number 1, and we're going to flat 7 this thing out. We're going to use 3rd finger, 4th finger, and then on the 3, and then the flat 5, and then the root note on the top. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. So you're going to see me today doing something a little different. I've got my jazz 2, hybrid picking sequence. So I've got the thumb and index picking the pick note, which typically would be the thumbed tone, and then middle index, middle ring, and pinky fingers continuing along on the remainder. That said, we're going to move on to position number 7, which is surprisingly the same shape. But this time we have the 3 in the bass, we have the flat 7, the root, and then the flat 5 on the top. Very cool stuff to know. Keep that in mind. A7 flat 5, let's take a look at position number 5. Now, we're using the root, the flat 5, the flat 7, and the 3, and then on flat, actually, well, let's take a look at what that does for E7 flat 5 as well. On fret 6, with the flat 5 in the bass, the root, the 3, and then the flat 7 on the top. Yeah. Back to position number 2 now, A7 flat 5. We're using the 3, the flat 7, the root, and then the flat 5 on the top. All right, there's so much I want to do with this chord, but I'm going to just keep it here so that we can just kind of get through each chord. Otherwise, this will be an all-day event. E7 flat 5 on fret number 3, position number 3, we have the flat 7, we have the 3, we have the, flat 5, the flat 5, and then the root on the top. Let's not forget to tonicize these chords with root notes if we can. E7 flat 5 on position number 7, we're looking at a really cool guitaristic shape with a root, flat 5, flat 7, and 3 on the top. You could use these circle tones, which are optional in this case, and we don't do this typically together. I encourage you to do these and find these paths on your own just to explore, but since this is right here, we could just double that, we could double that flat 7 on the top if you wanted to. I typically I'm just going to stick with the fretted tones for now. All right, let's take a look at position 6 with A7 flat 5. So 3 in the flat 5 in the bass, root note, 3, and flat 7 on the top. A7 flat 5 on position number 1. We're on top 4 strings now. We have the flat 5, the root, the 3, and the flat 7 on the top here. We could place the G note in the bass if you wanted the flat 7 to appear there too. E7 flat 5 on fret number 2. We have the root, the flat 5, the flat 7, and the 3. E7 flat 5 with another contiguous string grouping here, top 4 strings. Position 5, so that places us on the 6th fret, which is pretty much the 3, the flat 7, the root, the 3 flat 7 root, and flat 5 on the top. Yeah. Ooh. A7 flat 5. Let's take a look at position number 4 with the flat 7, the 3, the flat 5, and the root on the top. Yeah, just a Really cool shape. A7 flat 5 on position number 1. We do have the flat 7 in the bass in this round. Flat 7, then we're skipping over the A string to the flat 5, and then the root and the 3 on the top. E7 flat 5 on position number 2 gives us the 3, same exact shape like we've been witnessing before, previous to this, but we have the 3, the root, the flat 5, and the flat 7 on the top. Good. A7 flat 5, fret 9. Position number 9, we have the, what is this? That's going to be position 9 with a 3 in the bass. We have the root note, followed by the flat 7, followed by the flat 5. So we're actually going to put to use this root, the 3 in the bass, the root, the flat 7, and then the flat 5 on the top. A7 flat 5, position number 4. Let's take a look at the root note in the bass, the flat 7, the 3, and the flat 5. Yeah, root in the bass. Position 5, we're going to have the flat 5 in the bass, the 3, the flat 7, and the root on the top. A7 flat 5 on position number 2. Let's jump down and grab that. Let's just tag that one with the thumb. We have the flat 7, the 3, the root, the flat 5, and the flat 7 on the top. Really great little grip here. Flat 7 in the bass goes up to root note. Good. Position number 3 on fret 4, that same pattern gives us access to the 3, the flat 7, and then the flat 5, and then the root and 3 on the top for E7 flat 5. Another E7 flat 5 on position number 6 is going to be, let's see, root, flat 7, it looks like 3, and then flat 5 on the top. A7 flat 5 on position number 5, which is going to give us the flat 5, the 3, the flat 7, and the root on the top. Yeah. Now we have another one, which is A7 flat 5 sharp 11. So we have the position number 2. Let's take another look here. Let's take a look at flat 7, 3 root, and then the sharp 11 or flat 5. You could put the natural 5 in there if you wanted it to be a sharp 11 as well. Okay. E7 flat 5, which is position number 3. We have the 3rd in the bass, the flatted 7 once again, skipping up over the D string to the G string on fret number 3, which is the flat 5, and the root note on the top. So we've this really cool duplicate tritone action here, separated by a minor 6. A7 flat 5 on position 5. We have the root, flat 5, 3, flat 7. Same thing we have on position number 6. We've got the root, or the flat 5, the root, the flat 7, and 3 on the top with the tritone, or the flat 5 on the bass. A7 flat 5. Let's take a look at fret number 3, which is the flat 7, the 3, the sharp or flat 5, and the root note on the top. So we have this really nice sort of a big range here. E7 flat 5. Let's jump over to position number 4, shall we? I don't know how you're doing. I'm really hoping that you're enjoying this series, and I really wanted to take this moment to continue to encourage you. If you do have questions or feedback, I really love to hear your comments, so please drop those in the comments below this video, or just email me. You can do that anytime you'd like. So 3 flat 7, that's the root, and flat 5 on the top. We have that E7 flat 5. Now we're moving right along to fret position number 3. A7 flat 5 on position number 3. We've just got to grab this. So root 3 flat 5 and then flat 7 on the top. So we have this really nice sort of piano style voicing on the top. Same position or same shape but different position. That indicates that we are playing E7 flat 5 now. We have the flat 5 in the bass, the flat 7, then the root note, and then the 3 on the top. There we go. A7 flat 5. This is an exciting one because we're looking at position 3 with the flat 7, the flat 5. Then we skip that. We jump over that 5th fret directly to fret 6 with the 3 and then the root note in the bass. Good. E7 flat 5, fret number 4. We have the 3, the root, the flat 7, the flat 5. A7 flat 5. Let's jump over to position 2 and take a good look at this one. We're on position 2, and it looks like we've got the root and then the 3 on the top and then the flat 7 followed by the flat 5 in the bass, which is a really nice warm sound. All of those notes clustered way down there low it's a pretty sound. Okay, good. Same thing on fret number 3 gives us that E7 flat 5 because it gives us the root 3, the flat 5, and then the flat 7 on the top. A7 flat 5 with a flat 3, and then we're skipping up. But this is a slightly different style of voicing. We have more than an octave from this to the 3, from the flat 7 to the 3, the flat 5, and the root note on the top. So we have a very nice, a very fine flat 7 in the bass, dominant sounding sort of chord. That's why it's called A7 flat 5. And then E7 flat 5, same shape up 1 fret, 1 position, indicates the flat or the 3 in the bass, the flat 7, the root, and then the flat 5 on the top. Good. All right, A7 flat 5, just a quick stretch break here, just a quick breath and say hello, hope you're doing well, hang in there, we're really enjoying ourselves today. Fret 5, root note, then we have this is interesting, we're reaching up 1 more than what we normally would do, in a rock and roll band. We have the really nice flat 5, the flat 7, and the 3 on the top. Good. E7 flat 5, I have a feeling it's going to be the same shape. And it is. Position 6, we have that flat 5 in the bass this time. We have the root, the 3, and then the flat 7 on the top. So really interesting things going on with these chords being 1 perfect 4th away from one another, or a 5th away from one another, however you look at it. I guess it depends on which way you're going around the circle, right? A7 flat 5, position number 4, we have the root note, the 3, the flat 7. Then we have whoa, we're doing some crazy stuff here, gang. Let's go ahead and just grab that root 3, flat 7, and then we've got a flat 7 and a flat 5 on the top here. So this is a really big ask for my left hand, but you can get it. We'll just kind of work it until we get it. So it really requires a bit of leaning and a bit of angling and a bit of pressure. and counter pressure and that kind of stuff. Fret position 5, same thing. That gives us the flat 5, the flat 7, the 3, and then the root and the 3 on the top for the E7. Yeah. Big fat chords. That's what we signed up for. Position number 6, we're looking at the flat 5 and then the 3 in the bass, flat 5 root, and then flat 7. So I'll just kind of reorganize the fingering pattern here. So we have the 3, the flat 5, the root, and then the flat 7 on the top. Position 7, same shape once again. But we have a flat 7, 1, flat 5, and 3 on the top this time. A7 flat 5, here's some good news. Position number 4, and we all like to have these really nice, really easy, not too stretchy chord shapes to kind of rest on, and that's exactly what's happening here. When we kick it up to position number 5, we find that same root 3, flat 7, and flat 5 from the A7 flat 5 in this shape, but it's the same shape once again, but since we've swapped chord root tones to E7 flat 5, this is now flat 5. We have the flat 7, the 3, and then the root note on the top. I know, just tongue twisters everywhere here. Position number 7, flat 7, root, flat 5, 3. Position 8, we have the 3. Look, check this out. The 3, the flat 5, the root note, and the flat 7 on the top. That's what that is, right? Next to last row here, A7 flat 5, flat 5 in the bass, 3, flat 7, so flat 5, flat 7, 3, and now we have the root note on the top. Position 6 is the same shape once again, but it's an E, so root 3, 5, root 3, flat 7, and then flat 5 on the top. Yeah, let's take a look at fret number 5, because this is giving us quite a benefit of the doubt here. We've got this really cool stretch going on between the root and flat 7, and then the 5, flat 5, and then the 3 on the top, right? Same shape, everything kicks up 1/2 step to a flat 5, a 3, a root, and then a flat 7 on the top. A7 flat 5, let's take a look at that 4th fret. So we have the 3, this flat 7, we have the old, it's kind of an exploded version of minor 7 flat 5 that we know and love so well. We have the 3, the flat 5, the 3 and flat 7, sorry, flat 5, and then root note on the top. Same shape is E7 flat 5 with a flat 7, 3 root note, flat 5 on the top. Check this one out. We've got this really cool 6th position closed, basically a closed voicing, right? So we had the flat 5, the root. We could do the flat 5 again if you want, the flat 7 and the 3 on the top. So you get this really cool, like, smudgy sort of chord. And then E7 flat 5 is going to be E flat 5. We could do the root note again if you'd like, the 3 and the flat 7. The A7 flat 5. Let's take a look at what happens on fret number 7. So we have the, we're on position number 7. We're down here collecting the 3rd and then flat 7. Then we're kicking it back to the root note, and then we're jumping way up to the top for the flat 5. Yeah, we love that. We love it. You gotta love it. E7 flat 5 on position number 10, flat 7, flat 5, 3, and then root note. E7 flat 5 on position number 6, flat 7, flat 5, root note 3, and then flat 7. Just really exploring those wide gaps between bass region and melodic regions of these chord shapes. Position 5 gives us that A7 flat 5 with root flat 5, flat 7, and 3 on the top. Position number 8 gives us access to the final chord of page 39, which is the last E7 flat 5, which is position number 8. So we're using the 8, 9, 10. That doesn't really make any sense. Oh, 6th string. 8th position, we're looking at the flat 7, the 3, the flat 5, and then the root note on the top. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad you joined me today. If you still don't have the book, you've decided that you would actually want to grab it, you can grab it here in the link in the card above or link in the description. And thank you so much for being here with me through this journey. It's been a real pleasure. And the next page we're going to start on is page 40, and that is going to be dominant 7/6s. So I will see you then, and until we meet again, I wish you happy picking. But if you like this video and you want to continue on growing with your guitar, check this video out here too in the meantime.